Okay, so we're going to talk about three little words that are all synonyms today, but they have different uses grammatically for where we have to use them. So, qui, que, et donc. Let's start with qui. Qui. Il est possible combiner deux phrases avec qui. Par exemple, en français 1, petite phrase. J'ai des copines, elles habitent à Paris. C'est très bien. Mais maintenant, nous allons faire une phrase plus complexe. J'ai des copines qui habitent à Paris. There's nothing wrong with these two sentences. You can always say them forever. But here's another way to make your sentence more complex. You're going to see it as well. So even if you don't use it, you're going to see it. Those of you that are going to go on to AP, this is another way to make your sentences more complex and up your score to a higher level by instead of making short, choppy sentences, long ones. And French people love to make long, ongoing sentences. Another example, j'habite dans une maison. La maison a deux étages, two stories. J'habite dans une maison qui a deux étages. What do you notice about qui? Here I use it to talk about a person. Here I use it to talk about a thing. Because qui is for les personnes et les choses. So you always think, oh, qui, it means who. It does when it's a question. But in this case, it can mean both. So in English, who, that, or which. I have friends who live in Paris. I live in a house that has two stories. And qui always has a verb after it. Parce que qui est le sujet du verbe. So, qui, verbe, qui, verbe. Attention, qui est toujours qui. Il ne change pas à que apostrophe. Qui can't become que apostrophe. It's always qui. Okay? So, qui pour les personnes et les choses. Et c'est toujours qui, verbe. Maintenant, on va regarder un petit exercice. Mélanie est en ville, elle décrit ce qu'elle voit et ce qu'elle fait. Je rencontre un copain, il va au cinéma. Combinez les deux phrases pour faire une phrase. Je rencontre un copain qui va au cinéma. Can you do the same thing with the four verbs here? So if you pause this and take some time, then you can check your answers that are coming next. Je parle à une dame qui attend le bus. So notice what we had to take out here to make the new sentence. Je regarde des maisons qui ont une architecture intéressante. Notice it as you check your answers what we took out to make the new sentences. Okay? Que. Qui et que sont des synonymes. Qui and que are synonyms. They mean the same thing. La différence est grammaticale. The difference is grammatical, so it's important. J'ai des voisins. Je les invite souvent. There's our two sentences. I have neighbors. I invite them often. Combiner pour faire une phrase. J'ai des voisins que j'invite souvent. I have neighbors who I invite often. So notice we're talking about people, but I use que. Possible. Just like we said, qui could be for people and things. Que is also for people and things. Que c'est pour les personnes et les choses. Nous allons dans un café. Je ne le connais pas. We're going into a café. I don't know it. I don't know this coffee shop. Nous allons dans un café que je ne connais pas. So here que was referring to a place. So just like qui, que can be whom, that, which. So qui et que sont des synonymes. La différence est grammaticale. Que est l'objet direct du verbe. So it's always a subject following que. What's a subject? Je, tu, il, nous, vous, il, Sophie, etc. Que change à que apostrophe avant une voyelle. So que changes to que apostrophe before a vowel, whereas qui doesn't. So again, qui and que are synonyms. The difference is grammatical. Que has a subject after it, while has a verb after it. Okay? And then, un autre exercice. So you write sentences for you. Some of yours might be positive and others might be negative, following the model. Le français est une langue que je parle bien, or que je ne parle pas bien. These are all going to be with que. The point is to get us used to all the places where we could use que. So take a minute to do these before you keep going to check your answers. Okay. La biologie est une matière que j'étudie. Again, this can be talking about people and things. So that was about a thing. Le président est une personne que je n'admire pas. Missing the accent there. Ignore that, please. And then don't. This is the weird one. So qui and que aren't too bad. Don't is also a synonym of qui and que. So qui, que, don't sont des synonymes. But again, la différence est grammaticale. Don't is also for people and things. Don't, c'est aussi pour les personnes et les choses. But there are certain verbs in French, many of these we've seen already, a couple are new, that always take de after them. These are just some of them, but some common ones. With these, we can't use qui or que. So, example, j'ai envie d'une glace. Voici une glace. Voici la glace dont j'ai envie. I want an ice cream. The expression avoir envie always has de. Here's the ice cream that I want. J'ai besoin d'un crayon. J'ai trouvé un crayon. I need a crayon. Avoir besoin uses de. J'ai trouvé le crayon dont j'ai besoin. I found the pencil that I need. So don't means that or which. Again, it's for people and things. And don't always has a subject after it, just like que. So don't is actually used exactly like que, except for if it's a verb coming after it, like here, like any of these that uses de, you have to use don't instead of que. So avoir besoin de, to need, avoir envie de, to want, avoir peur, to be afraid, faire la connaissance, to meet, like to meet someone for the first time, faire la connaissance de. Parler de, to talk about something. S'occuper de, to take care of, like to take care of little kids, to take care of your dog. Je m'occupe de mes chiens. Être amoureux de, when you're in love with someone in French, it's not with, it's de. Je suis amoureux de Louis. Discuter de, to discuss something. Nous discutons de l'immigration. Se souvenir de, to remember. Je me souviens de mon voyage en France. So when you see these verbs, in the future you will come up on others, but these are ones that we're going to use for now. Instead of que, you need don't. So let's review what we just talked about. If we go back to the beginning. Qui always has a verb after it, and it never becomes que apostrophe. Que always has a subject after it, and it can become que apostrophe. And these are all synonyms. The difference is the grammar, right? And then don't also has a subject after it, like que, but if it's a de verb, you can't use que, you use don't. Et voilà.